Hello, I'm Eva K. Bong. You are watching BCTV. BCTV, television for all.
Live from Buchanan, Gbarnga County, you are watching BCTV, television for all.
Tires for light commercial vehicle, car tires. The automobile manufacturing sector constitutes the dominant source of rubber consumption. Natural rubber remains relevant in the tire industry because all types of tires require a significant proportion of natural rubber, and the higher performance required, the greater amount of natural rubber is needed. For example, truck tires require 90 to 100% natural rubber. Airplanes and airplanes need 100% natural rubber. Natural rubber is not the only primary raw material used in manufacturing most tires. It is also crucial in helping to meet tire safety, performance, and ecological requirements, as it has excellent durability for heavy loads and relies on photosynthesis for its production, making it carbon neutral in the end-of-life phase. Carbon dioxide emissions of natural rubber are lower than synthetic rubber during the production process also. Rapid industrialization and urbanization in Southeast Asia since the 1990s, as well as the economic growth of China and India, have boosted the demand for rubber in the manufacturing of tires and other industrial goods. Natural rubber is also used to produce general goods such as belts, hoses, seals, and medical goods. A comprehensive outline of both the supply and value chain is being passed around for you to review. Between 1990 and 2019, both global rubber production and consumption increased from 500 million tons to 1.4 billion tons, with an average growth of 3% per annum. Global natural rubber production in 2010 amounted to 10.4 million metric tons. By 2019, the major rubber producing countries included Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, China, India, Cote d'Ivoire, and Malaysia, which together account for more than 90% of global rubber production. You will notice that Southeast Asia controls the major component of the global supply of rubber. We'll come to that later when we postulate how between Cote d'Ivoire and Liberia, if we play our cards right, we can shift the center of gravity on this side. But that again is for later. In the late 20th century, awareness of the risks of HIV/AIDS, SARS, and the bird flu, as well as advances in medical technologies, raised the demand for medical examination gloves and condoms. The demand for gloves has been increasing by 8 to 10% per annum. In 2019, the spread of COVID-19 further increased the demand for rubber gloves. In 2014, rubber glove production was dominated by Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, which collectively account for 97% of total global production. These figures indicate that a sustainable rubber industry is critical to increasing global needs for rubber. In most rubber-producing countries, rubber trees are grown primarily by smallholders. The smallholders are commonly supported by the respective public sector. In Malaysia, the Malaysia Rubber Board developed agriculture technologies through research and development and formulated national policies. The Rubber Industry Smallholder Development Authority, RISDA, provided replanting schemes, agriculture inputs, and technologies to smallholders. In Thailand, the Office of the Rubber Replanting Aid Fund support Thai smallholders with high-yielding planting material, technical advice, credit, and assistance with cooperative processing and marketing. In Indonesia, smallholder planting schemes are provided through a state-owned plantation company. The Indonesian research and development activities are implemented by the Indonesian Rubber Research Institute. In the rubber industry, there are three segments: upstream, midstream, and downstream. Malaysia pioneered the production of raw rubber, the upstream segment, and intermediate goods, the midstream segment, but its production declined after the 1970s. Raw rubber production in Thailand, on the other hand, sharply expanded and surpassed Malaysia in both production and export in the early 1990s. Similarly, Indonesia's rubber production has also been increasing and is currently the second largest rubber producer. However, the average rubber productivity is only 1,000 kilograms per hectare in year one, far below the average productivity in Thailand and Malaysia, which are 1,700 kilograms and 1,600 kilograms in year one. In terms of the downstream segment, in Malaysia,
Live from Buchanan, Gbarnga County, you are watching BCTV, television for all.
market forces a benchmark that is transparent, that everybody can see, and then we know that it is valid. There is no price setting. Having said those three caveats, I want to then make one or two more points. Where you fall is not necessarily where or what caused you to fall down. We are where we are maybe because of things that we did back then, and we need to understand what happened then so we don't unintentionally make the same mistakes even though we think we are attempting to solve the problem. The road to heaven is the road to hell is paved with good intentions. We have to make sure that what we plan to do does not fall victim to unintended consequences. Having said that, let us remember that the devil is always in the details. Whatever plans that we outline here, whatever consensus we make here, it can only be as effective as we want to make it. You can make all the plans. If you don't walk the talk, you will not get to where you want to go. In Liberia, we are known for making good plans. We are also known for not walking the talk. The Liberia National Agriculture Development Plan of 2024 proposes that farmers engage in climate-smart agricultural practices, have access to improved technologies that enhance productivity, reduce post-harvest losses, adopt nutrition-sensitive practices, ensure improved food quality and safety, support rural infrastructure development to strengthen market access linkages, and take us closer to self-sufficiency. Importantly, it seeks to promote agro-enterprise development by ensuring the establishment of an agriculture enterprise development bank that provides access to finance for agricultural value chain actors. All of these actions can be employed in the production of rubber, which has been and remains the basis of commercial agriculture in Liberia. The minister indicated to us that there are about 8,000 more or less smallholder rubber farms. The real elephant in the room is the number of farms that are closed. I think by a factor of 10 to 1, we may have almost 50,000 to 80,000 farms that may be closed because the price is not right. Some of us small farmers, after we pay the people on our farm, we ourselves get nothing. That is a constraint to increase our rubber production in the country. We have the acreage, but if the price is not right, the farms remain closed. Natural rubber was first used 1,000 years ago by the Mayan civilization in Central America to waterproof clothing and to make rubber balls for games. The material use of rubber then spread to Central and North and South America, Spain, and Portugal during the 15th century. Joseph Priestley, an English chemist, coined the name rubber in 1770 when he found out that the gum-like substance could erase pencil lines. He could rub out the pencil lines, and it became called rubber. The commercial use of rubber began in the 17th century and included rubber boots in 1768, waterproof fabrics in 1823, the vulcanization process in 1839, solid tires in 1846, and pneumatic tires in 1888. Prior to 1860, the demand for natural rubber was limited. Most rubber was collected by native peoples of the lower Amazon region and traded with the Portuguese, who took the rubber to Brazil for sorting, packing, and shipping. By 1865, increased demand for rubber and inflation after the U.S. Civil War boosted the rubber price to over $1 a pound. This led to increased rubber trade in the Amazon, Colombia, and Ecuador. The plan to cultivate rubber trees in the Far East emerged in the earliest 1870s following the Dutch success in transplanting quinine trees from Peru to Java and the introduction of tea into Ceylon, now known as Sri Lanka. Henry Ridley was responsible for introducing a proper cultivation of a few days.
Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. We are still on Atlantic Street, and this spot is a big place for me because this is exactly where I grew up from. My dad used to own a store right here, but the store broke down. Now, the sea used to be like 2 miles away from here, but it's coming very close. I don't care what the government have done, it's still coming close. So this is Atlantic Street. We just want to tell you and show you how dirty the street is, and you can see it for yourself. This is my growing up place. This is my childhood center. And of course, this is Atlantic Street. As you can see, from that point, the street already covered with the dirt, with the grass. I don't know what the city mayor is doing to come here and make sure he can fix this place or try to clean this place. But it's like the city mayor doesn't want to come. As much as we can criticize him, we call him to come, he will not pay attention. So what's the next thing can we do? Just to keep talking about it. And this is what we are doing here today. As you can see, this place is very deplorable, very dirty, very dangerous. And we are here trying to make sure we can bring you the news because that's what the BCTV is all about, bringing live news to the people of Gbarnga County, Buchanan City. And you can see it. You can see it for yourself. It's very dirty, very butchers. And the city mayor, I don't know whether he comes down here at times to visit to see what is going on. I think I need to go and talk to him. Let him come and see reason why he should try to straighten the street. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you be part of the program, BCTV Conversation 101. It comes on 2 times a week, Thursday and Friday. Wherever you are, we can bring this conversation to you. You can even come to us to have that conversation. And our telephone numbers are 0770-389049. That's our telephone number. You want to talk on the conversation one-on-one, you can call our number. We can make an appointment with you, and then we can come to you. That's pretty good. This is BCTV Community Television, Channel 9. This is the Atlantic Ocean. You can see it. This ocean used to be like 2 miles away from where I'm standing now. Now, the erosion have come very close. We don't know whether we're going to cross this street and damage this place. This used to be a very beautiful area here. I grew up in this area. I walk around right here, and we play a lot here, me and my friends that grew up together. And this is the old Kayankari. They used to call it was a hotel there, Kayankari Hotel. And now it's no more. Everything being vanished because of the sea erosion. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to more program on BCTV, your community TV, Channel 10. My name is Clarence Johnson. Goodbye for now.